Luna is about to make a massive move, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another Luna Classic analysis. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. In the previous video, you guys absolutely destroyed the 5 like goal. So let's see if we can hit 7 likes in this video. As you can see on Luna Classic, we have officially broken that 27 support that I was mentioning yesterday. Is going to be very important for the bulls to hold. The reason for that is obviously you can see that we had multiple wicks over here, but we bounced up perfectly. But now it looks like Luna Classic is actually pushing below that level and possibly be looking to retest that 22 mark, right? That's probably going to be the bottom of that BART formation that we had this massive move, but we have to be very careful, right? Because of the fact that the BART started around the 19 level, it is a very high probability that we can possibly be looking at another 19 level and then a potential bounce. It's going to be very important for the bulls to actually hold this level at 22 and then a confirmation possibly to retest those highs. But if we can't hold that level at 22, we will possibly be looking at a scenario like this, right? That's going to be extremely dangerous for Luna Classic because of the fact that if we have a break below, a continuation, and then a rejection candle, that's going to show that the Luna Classic is obviously a lot weaker, and we have a very good case of a bearish scenario. Now, of course, from the bullish case scenario, if we can get above these exponential moving averages on the 4-hour and possibly start retesting the highs at 29 for that resistance level, we have a good indication of obviously pushing higher. Now, we are heading over to the oversold territory, so we have to be very careful before we enter a short position, because of the fact that if we enter a short position too early, we can be looking at a possible manipulation wick like we saw over here. Those kind of wicks are very easy to be performed on Luna Classic because of the volatility, so we have to be careful. If we zoom out on the chart though, we can kind of see how it's just kind of playing out. We did have this extremely large massive move on Luna Classic, obviously pushing this way higher and all the way up to the 62 mark before we had this massive consolidation. Now, looking at it from this perspective, this can also look like from the 4-hour how we had it previously, right? If I go over on the chart right over here, you can see that Luna Classic had this sort of analysis right here, right? We had this huge move upwards, and then we had a very long consolidation form before we had another push towards the high sides. Now, whether or not this is going to be our area of consolidation to around the 26-22 level before we start seeing another push to possibly be hitting that 80-90 mark is going to be the question. I have seen this pattern before, and I saw it on Doge back in 2019 before the massive bull run that we saw on Doge, that we pretty much faced the same sort of analysis, right? We were creating these larger move sets, consolidating for months at a time, and then pushing another very large move and pretty much doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. Now, whether or not Luna Classic can kind of create the same analysis would be very interesting to see, but in my opinion, we will probably start consolidating around this level to around the 22 to the 19 before we start seeing for another push in the next coming weeks. Now, of course, this is going to be based solely off news events, so if we do see another news event that would cause Luna Classic to rocket, that would be very interesting to see. But from a specific technical standpoint, we're still looking for around that 22 level for a potential bounce. Now, of course, on the hourly time frame, you can see a much better indication of the fact that we are trading below that 27 level and continuing pushing lower. The reason why these wicks were so important previously is because as soon as we wicked, we pushed higher, right? You can see the same thing here. As soon as we wicked, we pushed higher. So it's going to be extremely important for Luna to actually try to hold this wick to around the 26 to even at the lows of the 25 before we continue pushing higher. But usually on the third test, you tend to see a break formation, which is why I'm leaning towards a more bearish Luna Classic as of right now. So for those of you that are looking to enter a position, just make sure you get that confirmation move before we actually see the proper move set. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.